background, please. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, and when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. Happy birthday, Pisces. For everyone whose birthday is today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pisces. I hope you have the best day ever. For all of you whose birthday is today, for all of you who are Pisces, I hope you have had or are having an amazing cycle right now, life cycle. Last night, the energy was so freaking amazing. The moon looked so pretty. For some reason, I went, go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. You know. Alright, so it says something tried to take over my computer last night, apparently. Or this morning, because I was totally up for a long time. Like, the energy was so popping that I didn't go to bed for a long time. And I mean, I was just up and up and up and up on 10, okay? So, everything is, apparently, maybe they try to do an update, but it was all here. And now my screen is shut down. So, hello everyone, welcome, welcome, and welcome. Welcome to the chat, everybody. I'll be there in a minute as soon as my everything comes up. Romer, can you hit this button right here? Because for some reason, Twitch shut off. Turn Twitch back on for me, please. I don't know why everything all of a sudden is shutting off. Like, what's the problem? Either way, readjustment, realignment, rebooting. Because the message is, yeah, push that little button right there. Pisces, I want the best for you. You deserve it. You deserve the best, and I want to give it to you. So we gonna Wait for some people to come here. Wait for our computer to boot up and do what it's supposed to do. And then we're going to get into this message. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome, welcome on in. Come on in, come on in. Okay? How was your last night? Did you enjoy the energy? Is what I need to know from y'all. Did you go outside? Did you do any magical rituals last night? Was any magical rituals done on you? Because I definitely felt the vibe of some magical rituals being done, okay? So, and we just waiting for a couple people anyway, because as y'all see, we are moved to 8 o'clock time, especially all this week, all next week, because the programming has changed. And so that might be, you know, the way that it is for now, since we are on daylight savings time and things have changed. So, you know, and hopefully people talking about, you know, getting rid of daylight savings time and some other mess. I mean, how would that affect you? Let me know. Would it matter to you? Because in my mind, I feel like, you know, I don't care. Pisces, you deserve nothing but the best. And I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to give it to you. And period. Add it to the queue. Let it come on up. Let's go on and talk about it. All right, so while we doing that, let's go ahead and get this other thing programmed in here, because, you know, this is what is necessary. It need to be done. All right, so Twitch is up and running, just so y'all know. New creature, new haven, new earth. Yeah, I felt it too. Yes. I love it when, you know, everybody feels what it needs, what it's given, what it needs to be given. So, you know, when you can feel the energy shifts and it's just slight energy shifts, I love that for us. You want to know why? Because we should. It also goes along with having discernment and intuition, because it helps us as we can, you know, kind of grow in our learning, our understanding, and our power, when we can feel the slight energy adjustments, right? And I told y'all, can you do one more thing for me? Because the battery shut off on it. Like the charger must be messed up. Take that message off there and then plug the thing in, please, and thank you. I don't even know why I decided that I wanted. Well, that is the phone that I normally use on it. So, did it go back on?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I was talking to somebody and I had called them and I was just trying to make sure, like, do you feel that? And the person said that they was on the phone talking to somebody at that present moment, exactly about that. And it was funny how I called in the middle of, you know, the conversation, just wanting to make sure that, like, that energy is strange. And I actually came here with y'all for a minute, and I told y'all, like, something is happening. Like, it was causing all types of chaos and havoc, even with the devices, my device. And, yeah. Either way, I just, the energy go, you know, because it wasn't nothing we could do about it anyway. It was just going to be what it's going to be. So sometimes you just have to learn to go with the flow, even in, why is all of this happening? All right, somebody, mind you, it was a nice little, somebody was liking some stuff on Instagram. But anyway, that picture was nice. It was somebody that I have never seen before. It was a female, but they out there showing their good stuff, I think. Hey, Vicky. Hello, Vicky from Australia. Moon last night was amazing, period. Daylight saving gets dark and cold really quick. However, the night sky is clear and spectacular. I love how you described it, because that's exactly how it was. And the moon was so big, and it was just amazing how, like, you can feel the energy radiating off that thing. I loved it. All right, so anyway, here we are. Let's go where I was getting ready to go. I just needed to get that put together because for some reason, again, everything is in realignment and adjustment. I felt so good. And like my sleep last night was even fucking amazing. Mind you, I came to y'all last night. I had an experience, which was funny because I don't know if it's just all males in there anyway, but you know, it was an invite. I accepted. I went in, right? You know, because it was open. So, first of all, I love the person that actually is the leader of the class because one, he's a Pisces. Two, I loved hearing my words out of the mouth of a man. Um, I love the confidence in this person. I love the fact that they are fucking Pisces. So I love that. His birthday's today too. So happy birthday to you wherever you are. I hope you feel the love and energy that I'm sending because that person may or may not know that they upgraded me last night. Um, in a way, because when I came in such a way, so I want to say in a way, because it was definitely an upgrade, but in such a way that I came to y'all because I had a question and I wanted to know, like, I didn't have a list, and you know, going forward, because I teach y'all about lists, writing the list, write it down, make it plain. It says it. Um, I had checked everything off my list except for one thing, which was I told y'all being an attorney, right? And it's something that I can still do. But the thing is, that was one of the things that the person was teaching about. You know, making your list, making it very clear, making it very much being very meticulous when you write your list, right? And so I asked the question because I didn't really have a list anymore, and I don't know if I really articulated myself properly when I said it. I hopefully I did. I think he understood. But anyway, the businesses that I wanted, I have already received. The man that I wanted, got. The house that I wanted, got. The car that I wanted, got. Like I love like where I am, how far I've advanced. Yes, things could be better. Things could always be better. But the thing was, I now have decided that, you know, I'm going to just let the universe do what it needs to do because the universe, you know, always wants the best for you. God always wants the best for you, right? And so one of the things that I know this person in particular teaches is that you are a God, right? Which I understand the concept. You are not the God, but you are a God. So I get it, right? And they're not wrong. They're correct. They're absolutely right because if you was created in God's image, that would mean you would have the DNA of your parent. What would that mean? You would be a God, right? A God, not the God. All right. So be mindful and take it how it resonates. Because again, even he said it last night. Like people don't like that. Whether or not you like it or not, it was written. It was already there. Your parents or you know your genetic, what is it, predecessors or protestants, I don't know, whatever the word is, would always want the best for you more than we even would want for ourselves because sometimes we we might not even know the things that we could potentially have, you know what I'm saying? So of course God, the universe, Mother Nature would always want best for us than we would probably potentially could see or want for ourselves. And it is now not a time to be mediocre at all, period. Hey, Laverne, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you are my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and you restore my soul. In your presence, I find peace and strength, for you are with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will. for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all of the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. Amen. All right. So here we are. Pisces, you deserve nothing but the best, and I'm going to give it to you. Dearest Pisces, child of the cosmos, keeper of the dreams, and weaver of emotions, this message is definitely for you. You are not just a student of Earth School. You are an ancient soul with wisdom flowing from a lifetime. I love you too. Have a wonderful day and be careful, okay? Forgive me. My son was leaving, so where were we? You're not just a student of Earth School, you are an ancient soul with wisdom, flowing from lifetimes before. You swim in deep waters, sensing what others cannot, feeling what others deny, and loving beyond limits. But in this lifetime, in this moment, the universe wants you to know you deserve the best, and the best is coming for you. Are you open to it? Like, are you able to just allow things to flow freely to you? Are you in that space? Because it's great, like, to know what you want, right? And some of us are, I don't know the particular word to use, but it's more like when we could be set in our ways, right? And it may come when it's older or it may come under conditioning, you know, what you were taught. But sometimes we don't allow room, or we try not to allow room for just natural things to flow into our life. And then we wonder why some things feel hard. And one thing that the person said, and I wrote it down because they said the opposite of what I always say love is easy. People make it hard. He said love is hard because it's, and I don't want to get it wrong, but it's like an action. You have to, you know, be able to demonstrate that. I think that's what he said to gist it up. But I wrote, love is easy. People make it hard. Because people absolutely make everything probably harder than what is necessary. Sometimes we're overthinking it. Sometimes we are definitely overthinking things that are right there in our face. And why is that? Why do we do that? I mean, it's different for each one of us, but we all have done it. I mean, I definitely can overthink some shit. But as I'm talking to y'all right now, it's giving telepathic messages. Maybe we're making it harder than what it is or what it should be. Because it's very possible for us to do the damn thing. I don't know why that came up, but that's just what I heard. Like, it is the power of suggestion. I know it works. I just saw it in action. And so maybe us tapping into ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom isn't as hard as we make it. We could potentially be overthinking the thing, but the universe is basically trying to give us the skill to understand and the knowledge, better things, better life. But it's almost like even what is happening right now in the world, we're all sitting and watching something happen, but we have to. But when it's time to activate and it's time to take action, will we? Is everybody hearing the call? Is everybody hearing the message? Some people right now are fear mongering, which is helping the other side because we elevate above that. They can't do anything that we don't allow them to do. And so, are we making it hard? Are we not listening? Too often, you have settled for less. Less love, less recognition, less understanding. How many of you can agree with that? How many of you felt that? How many of you know when something is happening? Because again, we feel energy. We was talking about the moon last night. You can feel that a person is not, or people are not giving you what you give them. People are not putting into you what you put into them. Situations that where you put yourself at, you don't really align there. It's too hard. Mind you, I don't even know how I got into that group. But last night, I realized something. God will open doors for you that you won't even realize or understand how the door even opened. Because I don't even know how I got into that group. And then after I realized that, I don't even know if there is any women in that group, because as they were scrolling, they posted something. I was looking, and it's 1,000 men in that group. But somehow I got put into somewhere that enlightened me. One, it enlightened me in a way that you are the single, because I didn't hear them. They may have been there, but I didn't see them even in the scrolling. So there could very well be some in there. I took my opportunity and my chance while I was in there to, say what I needed to say, or, just ask some questions. But I only heard one female voice in there that was mine. And then this morning, I was kind of sitting there like, how did you even get put there? Sometimes things will happen that are meant to trigger you, to elevate you, to put you or bring you to the next level. Because as I explained to y'all, it was refreshing listening to a man say what I say to y'all on a daily basis. Mind you, this man has energy like, I don't know him from a can of paint, but I have told y'all many times about this person. They were nice to me when I was going through a glitch in a system and I felt very triggered and targeted online. Somebody took their time to try to send me into a further spiral, but this person that has a blue check by their name, on a platform, which means that their platform is very big. Their platform is what do you call when you get the blue check? It's authenticated or something. This person has a huge energy, huge following. This person took the time to be nice to me. They took the time to listen. They took the time to respond. And as y'all know, people with a lot of blue checks online, or they have those, things, they feel like they are above, the people. This individual didn't do that. And mind you, responded multiple times back to me like, and then somehow I got stuck in their group. Either way, the point of it is this person could be so arrogant in life if they chose to be. But to me, I feel like that interaction showed me what type of individual this is, even behind the online facade. What is it? Facade that people whatever, charge it to my head, not my heart, that people put on. People put on airs. They act like they're better than people. They act like they're not regular human beings. Meanwhile, you bleed like I do, so why are you acting that way? And it don't take but 5 seconds to be nice to a person. So this person literally changed me. And the funny part is I wanted to say that, but in the process of the what was happening, my son called and I had to go pick my son up. So I never got to tell the person what I really wanted to tell them last night, that I appreciate them. They took time out of their schedule, whatever they was doing, to see a little person and gave me 5 minutes of their time. Now, I don't know about y'all or, how y'all feel about it or not, but to me that says that's a good person. That's a good individual. because they didn't have to do that. So too often you have settled for less. Less love, less recognition, less understanding. You have given your heart freely, sometimes to those who do not cherish it as they should, and who haven't cherished it as they should. You have placed others above yourself, forgetting that you too are worthy of devotion. Because that's a fact. You deserve everything that the universe has in store for you. You deserve everything that you've ever wanted and more. Because if this is the experience, it should be experienced. Life should be experienced. It shouldn't just be that people are having, you are a human you are a spirit having a human experience, and meanwhile the experience is nothing but fucking trauma. Like, who authorized that? It just don't feel right. Like, if we're having an experience, it should be amazing. Like, there should be some experiences that are like otherworldly. Like, I can't believe I even got put in this location or this experience. And I mean, no matter what it is, like places on earth that you wouldn't even know existed, you should be able to experience that. Why is it that only a select few people think that they should be able to have the best experiences? That's not the way God intended that. And I'm going to say that based off the fact that, you know, if they think that God intended it for it to be trauma and for other people not to experience it, I'm going to say the other side of that. Because I think that putting God in a box and saying that only a limited set of people should experience knowledge or locations or feelings, or it's like when I learned I love my kids. I will go, you know, above and beyond for them and have, right? Now I'm going above and beyond for myself. But the thing is, for as much as I love my kids, I didn't realize until I had grandkids, that my heart was so much bigger. There was more space. Like, it grew. So if it can happen in that experience, I'm sure there's more. So we may only see it or experience it on this level when the universe is saying, I needed you to experience it in bigger volume. So you experience this, but, you know, I know that is, you may be a product of your environment. You may be a product of whatever conditioning society wants you to, you know, experience. It's like when people get passports and things of that nature for the first time, and then they start using their passport to see other places in the world. Like, for me, it expanded my mind. It's like when I was younger, a teen, we used to go on the back roads, right? And just go into big neighborhoods and see how the other side of, you know, the world was. And I wasn't probably old enough at that time to even buy a house. I'm great, Laverne. I wasn't ignoring you, but how are you? Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you too. And yes, I'm still here, as long as God will let me, inshallah. Okay. So just to go experience and see other stuff, and even now, like on a daily basis, it's great to be of service. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Do y'all know the one of the best experiences I have had recently was personal shopping for people? Mind you, I've had a personal shopper. I have had a person that I can call up and say, this is what I want. But now I'm doing the shopping. It's been a whole different experience. And whereas somebody would say that that is like a low level, I'm glad I'm experiencing it. For some reason, it's given me a new lease on life. Because now I know how other people experience things, and to know not to take it for granted. Like, I was able to I was blessed and honored enough to be able to do this before I did the other thing. And mind you, I didn't take it as it was a step back or anything. I didn't take it like that. honestly, one of the things that I've been feeling is people do not realize, it's like the garbage man or something. Like, people don't realize the amount of money that these people make doing these jobs. And I know it may be looked down upon or frowned upon or such and such and such, but when you finally get a rhythm to it and you understand it, people make a lot of money doing these jobs. The ones that apply themselves and the ones that actually hustle for it. My first breakup has made me very hopeful. Thank you. Thank you, YB, for being here. I appreciate you. So, again, I want to read this because it seems very important to the program. Too often you have settled for less. Less love, less recognition, less understanding. You have given your heart freely, sometimes to those who did not cherish it, as they should. You have placed others above yourself, forgetting that you too are worthy of devotion. But now the tides are shifting. Spirit is here whispering through the waves, calling you back to your divine inheritance. Because Pisces, you deserve nothing but the best. And even if I'm talking to somebody who's not a Pisces, you deserve nothing but the best. And the universe is saying, I'm going to give it to you. Will you allow it? Will you allow the universe to give you what you need? The love, the care, the understanding, the listening. And part of this is giving it to yourself. Like, we just had a conversation recently, and I promise you, this man said the same exact thing, which was funny because, again, tapping into the energy of the universe and everybody understand that the universe is definitely putting this message out there for you. Are you getting it? Are you understanding it? And I said, my son, my oldest son, I'll be talking to him on the phone all the time, right? And me and him just have the best relationship, so I love talking to him, right? And he told me that I needed counseling because, everybody thinks I should be dating right now, right? Mom, it'll change you, just let, have a conversation. But to me, I don't want to date. Like, dating is not in my scope of things to do. Mind you, I will have, a connection with a person sooner or later when it's time, right? But as of now, this is what everybody sees. Like, you would be so much better if you, and not to use those words, but you know how people think. Relationships build you, this and a third. Yeah, I don't want to be built in that type of way. And what I said to y'all was, I know how to love. I definitely know how to get it popping, so that ain't never been a problem. I know how to give myself to a person. The thing that I haven't been able to do, because I've been so used to being around people and catering to everybody else, I haven't done that for me. And I don't feel like I'm broken in any way. So my son said, Mom, you need counseling, because I said, I don't want nobody asking me questions. Mind you, I kind of should probably maybe rephrase that, because it's a thing. Like, if you can ask me questions, ask me questions. If you can't ask me questions, don't ask me no damn questions. Because for the right person, it won't feel like, why the fuck you want to know my business? Astaghfirullah, because I said I was trying to stop cussing. Because one of the things that, this discussion was, it is a thing about boundaries, which I taught before multiple times. Me and my brother got on here and had major discussions about boundaries. People need to have boundaries. Not allowing people to break your boundaries or overstep your boundaries, seeing red flags, like all of these conversations was there. So, I know what I like. And I also know that the universe knows what I like. So the universe is not going to send me anything that now I have to say, don't ask me no damn questions. And the fact that I even feel that way lets me know that that's not it. It's not it. Because there is somebody or somebodies, and I'm not going to say it's just one person, one particular person. There is some people around here that will show up and they will ask me something, and I'll answer honestly. I'll answer willingly. I'll answer in my little girly tone. Yes. You know, because you can ask me whatever you like. I told you I'm a person that you can have my whole phone. Like, my person could have my whole phone all day long. I'm not going to be afraid. I don't mind if they did have some questions, answering the questions, because it's the person that, has that authority. And even last night, it made me feel a little funny because, and this is the honest truth, I felt a little what's the word? I knew the word. I felt, and I don't have this feeling too often, a little nervous. In that situation. And I don't feel nervous, or I haven't felt nervous being around anybody. Mind you, I don't know who was in the group, and then I had to adjust myself because you got this. Like, this is the same shit you teach anyway. And I didn't want to be bossy, because that wasn't my forum, you know what I mean? So even when certain things was being, talked about, I had an opinion based off of it, but for some reason it was good to just listen. And I didn't even realize how many people was in that forum. But the person made me feel a little bit nervous, which made me laugh because I checked myself even in the process. Like, why do you feel that? The person got big energy. I like it. And even they said something to me that made me feel like, but I think that they know more than me. But they made it like I haven't been there. Like, so, the person did a thing. But mind you, I think that they know more than me. Why? I don't know. He's a man, and he should. But he's also a man that's younger than me. Everybody, I think, that was there was younger than me. Maybe not, because, again, I didn't even know it was too many people in there. But in my mind, it was good to be a student in a place. But I did. I felt a little nervous. And I was like, why the fuck do you feel nervous? Anyway, I liked it, just so y'all know. Because of the fact that it let me know that, bitch, you still alive. Not to say it like that, but when you have that type of energy, somebody could teach you. Normally, like, when people come along, and it's the thing, when you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. So this person has the energy that is, not that I had to be anything less or anything like that, but something about the person's energy made me a little nervous. I might be strange for liking it, but I did. Because most people will be like, but I liked it. Anyway, take it how it resonates for you. But now the tides are shifting. Spirit is here whispering through the waves, calling you back to your divine inheritance. In Earth School, your lesson is this: to receive as freely as you give. Because if you can't receive the same way you give, it's out of balance. It's totally out of balance. And I had an issue with that. Like, because I'm normally the giver. I'm normally the one that's always doing. So when people started having to do for me, or, not having to, because that's another word that I shouldn't use. Excuse me. But when people started trying to do for me, it was weird. And it was almost like I didn't even know how to ask for help. Like, how do you ask for help when you're the person that's normally the helper? I felt weird. I cried when somebody gave me something because of the fact that I wasn't used to that. I'm always being of service to someone. I have always had, like, I'm amused. So I make shit happen even when, it ain't there to be happening. But mind you, now people are making stuff happen for me, and I didn't know how to receive it. So God had to work with me on that because of the fact that, again, it's out of balance. You have to be able to do all the things. It has to be like this. It can't be like this. It's off balance. Whether or not you're giving too much or receiving too much, like, because some people will be around you to continue to receive. They taking advantage of you. Some people don't have an opinion about nothing. Why would you want to be with somebody who don't have an opinion? Some people search out and seek for people. So be mindful that if you're a person who don't have an opinion, you're going to probably get taken advantage of, because there are people who go out and seek the very opposite of their overbearing or whatever. They go out and seek that. It's hard for somebody to go out and seek a person that is the same as them, because they don't want to deal with that. Like, if I'm overbearing, I ain't going to go find no other person that's overbearing, because, they going to be trying to overbear on me. No, I'm going to go find somebody that I can control. Who wants that? Like, I don't want no man that I can control. Like, when a person started saying, oh, I got to ask my wife for something, I knew we wasn't going to be here for long, because a man should be a man. And I want to be the one that has to go to my husband and says, and then a husband can come to a wife and ask, baby, is this feasible to do, or should I do this? Because you know what I'm saying, we supposed to be a team, equal give and take. But when it started to happen, and it was giving weird. I have to go to my wife and ask my wife. The fact that you're even saying that is fucking annoying me, and that also now is showing me something. We're way out of balance. Like, it was so many things that I started to see that was letting me know this is going all the way left. Because don't no woman want that. Some women may want that. Some that is, again, on the other side of that. They want to keep being the person that is in control. And not for nothing, I have had certain lessons that was, in private. And this is one of the biggest things. People don't understand, like, submission is not forced. Because for as big as my energy is, I can submit to a person who I can trust that has a direction. And if the person can think quickly on their feet, I can trust or submit to that. Because even if they fuck it up, guess what? It's not going to feel... Because I teach on this channel, losses are not always a loss. Just because you feel like something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out doesn't necessarily mean that it was a wash. There was a lesson there. So even if I had a husband who did something that they were very much for sure of, and they had it, babe, this is it, yada, yada, yada. And I trusted that and I went with it and it failed. That's our failure. It's not just theirs. And I'm not just going to say, oh, well, you just messed up this. No, we're going to figure out how to get that shit back. I was having a conversation with a person, and this was one of the things he said. I never heard a woman talk like that. Let me tell y'all how. And if, one of my cohorts, one of my co-partners, if I was ever talking to this person and they actually had a chance to talk to y'all, they would tell y'all. This person literally went broke 3 times that I can count, right? Just because, it was the moment of the times. It was a drought. Okay? Take it how it resonates. And we had hella shit. Dirt bikes, 4-wheelers, just shit. Sell it. Get rid of it. And I done told y'all that multiple times. Like, it be things that be happening, and it don't have to just be, drug stuff. It could just be the business went crazy. You know what I'm saying? This person had multiple businesses as well. So I be saying shit like that, but, because I correlate everything to, the system. Even when I was in trucking and doing things of that nature, the first thing I would say is the next best thing to hustle money. So, don't mind me when I'm saying stuff like that. It's just a thing. I'm a product. But it works. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like the wheel. You don't have to reinvent it. The shit works. And so if you could do this, then you can do this, 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 and this. And so if you could do this, and somebody may say, oh, well, that wasn't something good. It wasn't. But guess what? I bet you would learn your ass. You learn how to see, here we go. Count numbers and things of that nature based off of this. You know, if you know, then you know. And be like the 8 ounces of a thing. And then you realize this correlates to the other thing. And you be like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me I was learning the whole time? Yup. This is the thing. And so, not for nothing, are you going to let the universe do what it's trying to do? Are you able to go with the flow, or do you need to be always in control of something? Do you have to try to make somebody feel below you or under you or this, that, or the third? Because then that was a conversation that was being had on here. Remember, one of the people said, one of the guys said that their woman should walk in front of them, right? And then the other person said, you need to walk behind me or something. And it was just weird, because why we can't just walk side by side? Why, if I'm smarter in a certain area, why I can't do the thing that, you know, that I'm smarter in? Why you got to try to force your way or your dictatorship on the situation when it could just go so easily? If you do what you smarter at, I do what I'm smarter at, and then we come together and discuss it. Or we build based off of, you're good at this, I'm good at this, we can come together, and now we can work together, and you teach me how to become better at this, and I'll teach you how to become better at that, and shit, now we got everything. Because I had a conversation with a man yesterday, and we was discussing construction. Like, I like to know how things work. Like, even for as girly as I am, I still, hello, Miss LLC, thank you for being here. I still like to build. These hands, like, it's like I have to. Mind you, my hands are soft as shit. But I still like, you know, cutting stuff, and I still like building stuff and things of that nature. If I don't got to buy it and I can build it because I got all the damn supplies outside, a stuff for a lot, then I want to build it. I can make a good-ass YouTube video out of it. I could get paid for the thing that I'm actually doing, and, you know, somebody's going to watch it, and it helps somebody else learn to build something, right? So I said I just want to get chickens, and although I was going to just buy the chicken coop or build the chicken coop, and I am creating a GoFundMe for my chickens, just so y'all know, because I want them, but, you know, y'all know what I be working on, but I want them, right? And so, and I still got wood and supplies back there to build the actual thing. But anyway, so I told the person, I said, if I had a husband and they were in construction, right? Because I like doing the things that will never go out of style, and you will always need them. So if anything happened, I would like to learn, you know, contracting, because if anything was to happen, at least we can go out in the field and build a freaking house, and I would know what was happening, right? But on another note, the other side of that is, if my husband was in construction or contracting, building houses, general contracting, things of that nature, if there came a time when they didn't have a crew and this was important to our livelihood, we are the crew. I am the crew. I'm here to help you. And even for when a person might not want you to help them do something because, you know, oh, that's my wife, I don't want her out, this, that, and the third. But guess what? That we're supposed to be helpers, a helpmeet to a person. So just, you know, for GP, these are things that I would really want to know. So anyway, last night gave me a newfound lease on life to a situation, because I started adding to my list. I want land, right? And then what actually let me know, buenos dias, welcome, William, thank you for being here. I can remember one time I was out in the truck and I went to, it was a farm. And then it reminded me of the Bible also, but last night it came to my mind while I was asleep. And I said I wanted land, but I went to go write it down and my pen wasn't working, right? And so it wanted me to be very careful of what I wrote down, right? And so the thing was, I want land, but as far as the eyes can see. Have y'all ever been out in a field? And mind you, I had this experience. It was freaking amazing. This farm was in the middle of nowhere. and I went to go pick up some hay bales. And so you got to come down a little dirt road all the way down, kind of far in there. And then you go inside of, like, they had a little roadway, little gate, and then you go inside and you can spin your whole entire truck. And trucks are big to spin around. You can spin your whole entire truck around on this property, right? Anywhere you chose to, all right? That's how big this property is. I actually got out, and as the man was doing, loading the stuff on the truck, I got out and I stood on this property, right? And I promise you, as far as the eyes can see, all you saw was land. But the beautiful thing was, the sun was setting at this time. And because the way the land was, it was like a little bit of hill, but it was nothing but the land. It looked like the sun was setting literally behind the property. Now, on another note, when it got dark out that bitch, it got dark. And we was trying to get away from there before it got dark because there wasn't no lights, no nothing. But the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life was the sun setting into the ground, because that's what it looked like. Can you imagine that you ask for something, I want land, and then the universe gives you as far as the eye can see? I don't know if y'all, I don't know the scripture in the Bible or where it was blessed at, but it was one of the inheritance of the family. You will have land as far as the eyes can see. William said, out in the field right now, LOL, installing 5-inch casing or liner, and hopefully back to production of oil. Okay, period. Something broke. Okay, so you ask for land, and then God grants you land as far as the eye can see. Because you deserve the best. Nothing but the best. And the universe is going to give it to you. So you ask for something, but not realizing how big or how much the universe wants to give it to you. So receive freely as you give. To stand in your power without guilt. To understand that your softness is not weakness. It is the essence of divine itself. To stand in your power without guilt. You deserve this. Do you know how many people might feel some type of way? Even me included, and I probably would be that, like, okay, I asked for land and God gives me like the acreage, like overhaul or overload. Like, oh, other people could have this. Other people could have some of this. But meanwhile, it was gifted and given to you. It was gifted and given to you because you deserve nothing but the best, and I'm going to give it to you. It's what you already have accumulated and acquired already in the spirit realm. It was already yours. But now I'm going to give it to you in the 3D, in the physical realm. So something that was happening as the person was talking, and this is what I was writing. I wrote it beforehand, and it was talking about growth. Spiritual, mental, and physical. How far have you come? Are you better today than you were yesterday? And if the answer is no, then, it's kind of like time to do a self-evaluation. What do I need to do? What I was going to say to y'all a minute ago, I said boundaries, but it was talking about structure. Structure and strict. For yourself. Like, not allowing people to cross your boundaries, not moving your boundaries to be involved with people, but also allowing growth to happen in your life. Because growth is necessary. I mean, you don't want to be the same person that you was 56 years ago. Like, something's wrong with that. So you may change your mind about people, places, and things as you grow. And it's okay. Don't let nobody tell you that, oh, well, you changed, you told me this. Well, I did. And at the time, it was good enough for me. But now it's not. I deserve so much more. I deserve better. And I don't think that, because it gives me the feeling like I hear wishy-washy. Like somebody saying, oh, you changed your mind on me. Don't let other people make you afraid to grow, even if you grow beyond them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you that you don't want the same things that you did 20 years ago. There's nothing wrong with you. People will try to make it seem like, oh, well, you promised this, that, and the third. I did at the time. But if you can't see my growth, if you can't see my elevation, and you can't, love me as I'm growing, the same way I love you as you're growing, and people don't realize they be the biggest hypocrites. They didn't change their mind on you 9,000 times, but the minute you change your mind on them one time, like, I don't like that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I've grown past that. I don't want to drink and do drugs anymore. So now the relationship don't work because, I don't want to drink and do drugs. I've had that experience, just so y'all know. Like, we had a good time when I was drinking and doing drugs and, we was doing whatever. But I changed. I grew up. I didn't want to do that every day. I turned into a businesswoman. I was living my life as such. But a person that knew me from before came back and they was doing the same shit. I wasn't doing that anymore. I elevated beyond that. I didn't want that as part of my life on a daily basis. And let me tell y'all some shit. Astaghfirullah. I said I was going to stop cussing, so, But let me tell y'all. One of the reasons why I will quit doing something as fast as I started it, like, when I was smoking weed, right? And I told you I like smoking weed. But I don't smoke weed. I like edibles. I don't eat edibles. One of the quickest ways that I will stop doing something, it starts to cost this amount to do this on a daily basis. Do you know what I can do with that money? That's an extra addition into my life for something that serves a purpose. That was one of the fastest ways I would stop doing something. It's like people that smoke cigarettes. But then they say they don't have money. But they will find a way to get a pack of cigarettes on a daily basis. A pack of cigarettes cost $6, right? Or whatever the fuck. It was $6 when I knew it, right? Mind you, I never smoked. All right, cigarette calculators. So let's do the math. So $6. Is it $6? Anybody? I don't know. And I ain't judging nobody. You can do what the fuck you want. But this is the way I correlate things. $6 times 7, right? It's $42. Times 4. We'll do 4 times 4 in a month. That's $160 in a month. That if you put that away, and it may be something small, $2,016. You know what you could have done with $2,016? Do you know how many bills you could pay with that? To put yourself in a better position, to even get yourself up ahead. So in 1 year, 2016, so we'll do it in times 12 years, right? $24,000. You could buy a piece of property with $24,000. Yes, it may take you 12 years to get it, or less, because it could be more than that. But the point of it is you can buy a lot of property, a lot for $24,000. You could buy a car for $24,000. Do you see what I'm saying? There's so much stuff you could do with that money. Now just imagine spending, how much does weed cost? $100. Is that what, every 2 days or something? I don't know. Because when I smoke, I was smoking. So, I normally do other things to, offset my costs. But, let's see. we'll do it times 2. So $200 a week times 4 equals 800 times 12 equals 9,600. And we'll do 10 years times 10 years. $96,000. Like when I start doing shit like that, then the shit that, I really don't need don't add up to me. And this is part of my problem. Like I kind of schedule my life, 5 years, 10 years. And in 5 years, 10 years, you mean to tell me I could have had $96,000 if I just stopped smoking? It makes sense to me. It may not make sense to anybody else. That's a whole Range Rover. That's a whole house. Because you can get a house for that. It may be one that, you may have to do a little bit of work in. But these are the things why I'm saying you deserve nothing but the best. And this is where the universe now is opening your mind to show you you deserve that. You deserve that. You have to see it. You have to know it as well. The best is not out of your reach. It is already yours. Love that uplifts you, friendships that nourish you, abundance that flows effortlessly. These are your birthright. Let go of self-doubt, release the past disappointments, and step forward with faith. Spirit is aligning your path so that what is meant for you cannot be lost. Because again, what's meant for you will find you. What's meant for you, you will always receive. What's meant for you is meant for you. You have to know that it's meant for you. You have to want it. You have to be able to want to receive it. Allow it to happen. But how many of us stand in our own way? Are you a person that stands in your own way? And that's a real question that you have to ask yourself. All right, so that was a bonus, okay? So apparently you got a bonus. That's what that sound was, came across my phone. So more than we realize, we are often our own greatest obstacles, trapped by fear, doubt, and the stories that we tell ourselves. We dream of love, but fear vulnerability. We crave success, but hesitate to claim it. We long for change, but cling to what's familiar, even when it no longer serves us. How many of you know that statement all too well? The truth is, many of us have been conditioned to believe that we must struggle for what is already ours. Why do we believe that? They already said it. It's conditioning. I said it earlier, conditioning. We watch this person, as we're young growing up. We watch this person, we watch that person, and it seems like, okay, well, if I could just do better than that, or if I cannot do that, but meanwhile, then we fall into the same traps, same snares, things of that nature that, they have people before us have. How do we get out of that? We sabotage our own blessings, reject what feels too good, and shrink ourselves to fit in places we've outgrown. Because when you don't belong somewhere with somebody, it feels hard. You're trying to fit in places that you don't belong. Even now, how many of y'all spiritually know that something is done and over with, but you still trying to save face? Like, I just don't want, and a lot of times, and this has happened too, you don't want to let go of somebody because, oh, they may do better with somebody else, or, oh, why? If you love them for real, you should want them to do better. And if you have that thought process, you are a part of the problem. Why do you not want somebody to do better? Because then you have to face yourself to realize I am the fucking problem. Or vice versa. People know you deserve so much more, and they will try to hold you back. They will try to keep you pigeonholed in their little small ass area, pond, city, town, state of mind, job, when you're supposed to be a business owner. making your own decisions, calling your own shots, establishing resources for other families, helping other families grow and, you know, establish businesses and things of that nature for themselves, but you're afraid. We sabotage our own blessings, reject what feels too good, and shrink ourselves to fit in places that we've outgrown. But what if we step outside of the box, outside of the building, outside of the people, outside of what feels familiar? What if we step outside of that? What if we let go of the old fears, the limiting beliefs, the self-imposed restrictions? What if we let go of that? I just said the universe is wanting to give you better. You deserve nothing but the best. And sometimes we be holding on to stuff so tight, and then we open up our hands and let the thing go. We done got blood and cuts and things of that nature because we holding on to something so tight that we didn't need to hold on to anyway. It wasn't even worth you holding on to. You have to let things do what they need to do. You have to let people grow the way they need to grow. You need to let circumstances happen and unfold the way that they need to happen and unfold. But how do we do that? So what if we truly believed we were worthy of love, abundance, and the peace we seek? Do you know what it means to have peace? Like when a person is peaceful, you know, and I'm gonna say me for instance right now, like when people are saying, oh, or my son said, you need counseling, I'm peaceful. Like the reason why I know I don't need counseling for any of those things is because my peace is priceless. I'm not gonna let you come around and fuck up my peace. Excuse me. Like in my mind, and it keeps being a thing about me just sitting and eating mangoes. Like I know y'all be like, why does she always reference that? It was the best feeling. It was the best feeling. I looked at the video last night. Like I was just sitting, minding my own business. It was quiet. The TV was off, and I was just sitting on the couch eating mangoes. Well, the TV was doing what it was doing, but it wasn't that I was watching it. I was basically sitting and eating fucking mangoes. It was the best feeling ever. House was clean. And I was just eating mangoes. Wasn't nobody talking. I didn't feel the need to entertain nobody. It was the best feeling under the sun. And if you know me, then you know I like mangoes, especially. I leave my mangoes in the refrigerator. Let me tell you, like I had a mango just 2 days ago, right? This mango been sitting in the refrigerator over a month. Just sitting in there chilling. Because I like when they get like a certain type of way. My son comes along 2 days ago, literally. Mom, can we open this? That was what I did. Because in my mind, I wasn't, you know, ready to eat the mango. But I ain't going to tell him no because, you know, it's a mango. He should want to eat the mango. The mango been in there. It's been marinating. But, you know, I have my moments when it's just like, it's a delight. And I'll go buy some more and put them in the refrigerator and leave them in there until I feel like eating the mango. But the reason why he always asked me, and he could have just got it for himself, and I could have just said, you know, get it for yourself or whatever. But the reason why he asked me is because what happens is I cut the side, you know, cut the whole big piece of where it's like this much off that side. And then I slice lines in it, you know, and pop it open and it turns into this, like this little thing full of squares. He loves that. Mind you, he 20 something, but these are moments. It's like in the summertime, for some reason, they have memories of, and I never knew it was even important to them. But when I go get watermelon and things of this nature, I slice it, cut it off the thing, and off the rind, put it in a container. They get to go eat watermelon whenever they feel like it. I don't know why, for the life of me, this child came up with, I love that you do that, or something. It was something that happened that made him now say he loves. That's one of the things from him being little that he remembers that he likes. Who would have ever thought that, you know, me cutting fruit off of the rind and putting it in the refrigerator so it's easy accessible is like a childhood memory to anybody. But apparently, we never know what strikes a chord in anybody. Either way, don't fuck with a peaceful person, because when people are peaceful, you will be gone real quick. Like, they not dealing with your shit. You not gonna just insert yourselves. Hey, is what it is. Thank you. You're not just gonna insert yourself into somebody's business all unprovoked. That's peaceful, because they not with it. You will be going, what's the word? Ejected from the situation real quick. And mind you, like, it could be off a sentence that you don't even realize you said, but instantly it's red flag. I heard what you said, bitch. You gotta go. I ain't talking to you no more. Cause you trying to come into my life and fuck up my peace. I ain't doing it. And then people will say, well, you're an adult. You should use it. I don't have to tell you the reason why I'm not fucking with you. Like, that's another reason why people always want to put, stipulations on something. They want you to tell them why you're not dealing with you. I don't got to tell you shit. I just don't got to talk to your ass no more. And I don't have to. Like, why people feel the need to always try to put stipulations or restrictions on somebody as to, you have to do this. I don't have to do shit but stay black and die. That's all I gotta do. And one of them, two of them, both of them are kind of questionable, right now. But people always want you to do things their way. You should have to say, I don't have to say shit. You said what you said. I heard what you said. Bitch, bye. Because I'm not really too, entertained by nobody being around anyway, trying to get on my nerves, trying to insert yourself into a situation. And now I got to be catering, loving, because these are the things that are in me anyway. I'm always going to make sure my person is straight. Like, what you need, baby? What I got to do for you today? What's on your list? What do I need to remember for you? What do I got to write notes about now that basically to help you stay on task and on schedule? Now your shit becomes my shit, because, that's what I am. And it's not me going out of my way at all, period. I'm used to that. But I don't want to do that right now. And if I did, it's going to be for a very special individual. That's it. That's all. Somebody that's special like me. Somebody that treats me the way I treat them. And that's it. That's all. I'm not doing that. But people will come along and try to figure out all types of shit for you to do. All types of reasons why you need to do it. Like, who are you again and why are you here? Oh. Yep, you need to be going real quick. But what if we stepped aside? What if we let go of the old fears, the limiting beliefs, the self-imposed restrictions? What if we truly believed we were worthy of love, abundance, and peace that we seek? Most of the time, the universe isn't holding us back. We are. The moment we get out of our own way, everything begins to flow. Because, Pisces, you deserve nothing but the best. And the universe is giving it to you right now. Open your hands and take it. Here. I'm picking up what you putting down, beautiful. Thank you. So, y'all, I hope this message finds you well, and gives you what you need and what's necessary for you to open, and be open to what the universe is inserting into your system. Because you're being put in people and places, doors are opening for you, that you may not even understand how you got put there or why you're even there, but eventually the universe will show you. Even if it's just to open your mind, even if it's just for a day, even if it's just for a week. Allow the situation to be what the situation is and allow it to unfold the way that it needs to unfold without inserting any of your limiting, conditioning, restrictions, or boundaries that, that you don't have to have those for the universe. The universe is only wants the best for you. So you may be requesting something, oh, I want this, and the universe is basically saying, I have so much better for you. Oh, I just want this person to love me, right? Like, they don't love you. Move on. There is somebody that does. Somebody that's going to, flip another switch in you. Somebody that's going to change, you know, your thought process, even for that other person. A lot of y'all don't even understand or pay attention to the fact that y'all done been with people sometimes, and you be like, oh, I love this person, this, that, and the third, and then years later, you be like, why the fuck did I even want to be with that person? Like, and they hit little. You know what I'm saying? Something random and weird. You be looking at a person like, why did I even want to date them? But meanwhile, that was all you had in your mind. You was under a spell. You just didn't want to be told no. You just didn't want them to be elsewhere with somebody else. Meanwhile, when you look at it years later, you be like, why the fuck was I playing myself like that? This person ain't even got nothing going for them. They was holding you back the whole entire time, stopping you from being great. Meanwhile, you was letting them. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why do we do that to ourselves? And I've done it before, so, you know, I ain't saying nothing, I ain't judging. I'm just bringing it to your mind to, you know, remind you that it happens to the best of us. The faster we accept it, the faster we learn it, the faster we let it go, the faster we get to where we need to go. More than amazing. So be mindful, okay? I love y'all, and I will be seeing y'all later.